Welcome back to the Blue Collar Minutemen Show, where we are three guys who just want to keep this country great and help everyone else make it even greater. Justin, how you doing?
Not too bad. How about Bill?
I'm doing good. How's all Elgin?
Doing pretty good. It's been a long week. A few things went down this week we're going to discuss and maybe have a few laughs and be a little informative to everyone out there. So, I guess we'll just jump right on this, start with what we know today. Bill, Candace Owens came out with something that they found out about the whole January 6th raid on the Capitol thing. Justin, you and I were just talking about it too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
it appears the FBI has publicly announced that the attack on the Capitol on June the 6th was pre-planned. It was a pre-planned attack. It was not a spontaneous act fueled by President Trump's speech. Wait a minute. Why did they impeach him the other day?
They said that Trump was inciting a riot in his speech.
But if it was pre-planned, how could his speech have anything to do with it?
It can't.
So,
That's like putting what is that saying? The horse before the cart or something?
yeah,
Or
putting the cart before the horse.
Cart before the horse. Sorry, I'm not good with those analogies.
But doesn't that kind of just make the whole impeachment thing null and void?
Right.
A person with common sense says, yes, it does.
Duh. Hopefully we have some people out there with common sense. I mean, if it's pre-planned and it was going to happen whether he gave a speech or not, his speech had nothing to do with inciting a riot.
That's right.
And I think Congress owes everyone and President Trump an apology.
Yeah. I don't think that's going to happen, though.
I don't think it will either.
And they see us as down here.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's all null and void because what happens if their president-elect was to have to jump on a plane and try to fly to Ukraine?
Why would he go to Ukraine?
Well, I mean, what if he has state business in the Ukraine and it depends on him flying over there?
I know what you're getting at.
Now, how? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, Ukraine has issued a warrant for the arrest of Joe Biden on a Class A felony. Are you with me? They have a warrant for his arrest on a Class A felony. How can this man travel outside the country and do the business of the country when they're ready to snatch him up at any minute?
I'd pay for his plane ticket to go there just to watch him get arrested.
My thing is how are they even continuing with this? Because you can't be president with a felony charge pending. Heck,
Apparently you can if you're a Democrat. Oh, we can't make this stuff up.
No, we're
Right.
not making it up.
It's comedy writing itself. And, okay, what's another big topic? Anybody that's watched the news knows there's thousands of troops in D.C. If you look at the news and you know anything about a weapon, They're all carrying weapons. There's no magazines in the weapons. Anybody notice that? An empty gun is no better than a club. Okay? Just give them some clubs and let them walk around because that's what they've got. Do we know why that is, Elgin?
Oh my gosh. You know, why it is this is getting stupid. I mean, this is literally looking like an episode of Bugs Bunny and the Road Runner.
Yeah.
Apparently, they are afraid now. Get this, Justin. They are afraid that the National Guard may try to kill Joe Biden on inauguration because they say that there are so many Trump supporters within the National Guard that support Trump.
So they've taken their ammunition away. So none of them. Again,
So basically what they're doing is they're holding like a 6-pound paperweight.
a club.
Yeah, that's about it. A big black club that looks like a AR-15 or M4, whatever you want to call it. That's kind of funny.
He's afraid there's too many Trump supporters in the National Guard. So they've asked all the commanders to make sure that none of them get ammunition.
Like, can I make sure that the National Guard comes from blue states? Oh, good luck. There's only like 2 of them.
Yeah.
Well, the whole thing is, and this is what I keep saying about the National Guard is made up of your people in your community. So,
Yeah, right.
and then too, I'm just saying, 9 times out of 10, the people who are in the National Guard aren't your upper class kids. They're not the kids that went to the private school, you know, they're your average, let's say blue collar level kids.
Yeah.
And, you know, so they might be a little bit more conservative on the end. So I'm just saying, but still they're made up of people from the community. Yeah,
I think it's hilarious that those Democrats and everything think that that American youths will put themselves in harm's way, even in the National Guard, for them and not the people in their own community. Now, we all took oaths in the military. I get that and everything, but man, when you take that oath seriously and they're not holding up their end, they're going to turn on you.
Your oath was to defend the Constitution.
That's right.
And if they're giving you an unconstitutional order,
that's right. You are supposed to disobey that.
Yep.
And the thing that's killing me, Bill, is it seems like the rule of law has literally been thrown out the window. Now it just seems like that every day we listen to all of these new rules and these new things that are coming up, and it's like they're making them up off the top of their head, and it's like, what has happened to the actual rule of law and justice and the justice system the way it's supposed to work?
Well, we made a mockery of that over the last 20 years, especially with all these issues. I mean, before Clinton, we've kind of, I don't know, I think our government, with all these shady dealings, I think everybody's chickens are coming home to roost now. That's what it sounds like to me.
Oh, yeah. I mean, every day it's just something. It's like this. I wake up today and it's like, you know what? I feel like I'm going to make a new rule. I feel like my new rule is every time Justin has a taco, he has to give me that taco, and I'm going to go take Justin's taco. And then tomorrow,
I love you, Elgin, but man, I'll fight somebody over a taco.
Well, I'm just saying, you know, it's like I wake up today and it's like, you know what? I got another new rule. You know, is this what we want? Just somebody to wake up one morning and be like, you know what? We're going to garnish everybody's check in the United States today, and we're just going to take everybody's money. They'll be all right with it. We'll check back next week, but we're just going to take everybody's money today. I mean, that's literally the logic that we are looking at right now. I mean, come on, man. This is getting ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm so fed up with some of this, everything that I've seen, the behavior. It's just nuts.
Well,
I
it's
would
just,
like to, that guy, whoever that guy was wearing that horn thing. I didn't know if he was, everybody said he was a Viking, but then other people were saying that was a Native American headdress or whatever. If it was
It
Native
looked like a
American,
buffalo.
it did, didn't it? It like
Yeah.
one of those old buffalo headdresses. But I was just like, wow, culturally appropriate, huh? Yeah. All right. Guys
well,
are
that's not all,
morons.
Bill. What's Facebook calling for?
Oh, they're trying to get rid of One American News Network and Newsmax, have them blocked off the internet because they think it's dangerous for conservative thought to be out there for people to look at.
Isn't that what Hitler said?
They basically came out and said it. Conservative thought is dangerous to people's health.
I thought this was the land of free thinking.
Yep.
It used to be. So, I
Tell you
don't
what's
know.
dangerous for people's health
this
is
is like I was saying the other day. We're going to wake up here soon, and our whole Facebook thing's going to be gone.
yep.
Yeah.
Our YouTube thing's going to be gone. But we have, I guess, prepared this time. Unlike last time, we are prepared. We are on MeWe. We are on Spotify.
On Rumble.
Parlor's down.
Yeah.
We're there. We have officially, meant to tell you two, we have officially deleted our Twitter account. The Blue Collar Minutemen no longer has Twitter. We deleted it. We're off. Gone.
Mm-hmm.
We are on some other networks. I think we're trying to get set up on Gab now. And Telegram and all these other places, but we have other mediums. Just remember, if all else fails, go to our website.
Yeah.
All the information on where to find us will be on our website. So just in case you wake up in the morning and we're not here.
Yeah, that's bluecollarminutemen.com. Also, I'm thinking about it, Bill, of changing our email address to Protonmail.
That's probably a good idea.
I've got one set up.
Yeah,
Yep.
we all got them hooked up now, so that'd probably be the best.
Yeah,
I've been telling all my friends to set one up too.
Yeah. In case you all don't know, everyone's going to Protonmail. I was just looking at it here a second ago. Protonmail is based out of Switzerland, and it is an encrypted email system, not run by Google, not run by Bill Gates. So you all look that up, set up your own Protonmail accounts. We've done it. Like I said, we don't get paid for this. We're not getting paid to promote this. We're just trying to help you stay secure with whatever you have, because we know all of these companies, this big tech in the United States is coming after everybody. So you may want to be more secure in what you receive in your emails, because let's face it, Google, Hotmail, they could probably be hacked with just a click of the keystrokes from those main offices, and they'll be inside your emails. So check out Protonmail. You can pull it up on the website, sign in, it's free. So there's my promo. There's my there's my thing for that, Protonmail. Okay, back to the news and everything. But yeah, like you were saying, this is getting stupid. It's like every day they're waking up with some new stupid idea. And, you know, we, the people, have to try and decide, is this what we really want? And I think pretty much the people have already spoken, but these elites aren't listening to us. And it's obvious that they don't care about us, just in the things that they do. So, but anyway.
Yeah, it's just that typical political mindset that they're here to serve me. when it's the other way around.
Right. Well,
We've let
Justin,
them get away with it for far too long, and now I think their chickens are coming home to roost, personally.
oh yeah. Well, Justin, we had something else going on this week. I sent you a file this week.
Oh, yeah, the file. I've been up most of the morning since you sent that to me, reading that. And I'm like, whoa, this guy. Man, that file. I don't even know how to describe it, man. You want to talk about airing dirty laundry? Man, Hunter Biden, you're screwed, bro.
Bill, tell the people what we're talking about.
Okay. In case you haven't noticed, there was a big file dump of declassified information that was previously classified information. In this dump, there is everything from the Russian collusion, UFOs, and Hunter Biden.
UFOs. I can't wait to read that one.
Okay.
It's
They
good.
have the CIA files they declassified on UFOs. Elgin has been just like buried in that thing ever since it came out.
I have.
Parts 1, 2, and 3 of the Russian hoax.
Yes, the Russian hoax is all in there. I mean, it just goes over all kinds of stuff.
And
What was your favorite, Justin?
My favorite, Hunter Biden files. That is my favorite. Man, we need to put this link up somewhere so people can get a hold of it. And just look at Hunter Biden files. Now, if you don't have a strong stomach, man, I wouldn't be, and you don't like looking at
Porn
and things like that, man, those pictures are posted. And
They are out.
Wow.
And let's throw this out there. I mean, supposedly they had, I'm going to say this as a disclosure, supposedly they have not confirmed it, but there is a photo of Hunter Biden with a young black lady who they believe to be Obama's daughter.
Yeah.
That's what they think.
Well, that's a rumor at this point, but
You can't really see the
don't
face.
yeah,
But
yeah, man.
Not put it past him. I swear I wouldn't.
I don't. He's a dirty human being.
Oh, he's nasty. And the other two, ladies and gentlemen, Epstein, Jeffrey Epstein's black book and flight logs are in this file dump. And I specifically looked at his black book and I found names of, now this is his black book, so these are his friends, the flight log to the island. But his friends included Dustin Hoffman, Mick Jagger, and Michael Jackson.
Well, Mick Jagger was also what was it called? There was a girl, Mackenzie Phillips. Her dad was one of the mamas and the papas, the lead papa guy.
Yeah.
And she wrote a book on how twisted the music industry was, and that she had a sexual relationship with her dad for a long time because he was grooming her, and Mick Jagger's name popped up in the middle of all that.
Wow.
Nastiness. So yeah, I've always thought Mick Jagger was a just one of those dirty human beings that would do that kind of crap with children.
Well, there are names in his black book like Duke and Duchess. I mean, there are names in there, of course, that I don't even know, but you can tell that they are royalty. And
yeah, Prince Edward.
Yeah, I mean,
Ouch.
Now the flight logs I haven't looked through, but yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it is all out there. I don't know if we can get that link put up on our webpage where you go to our website and click on the link. But this was the file dump that came this week.
I am sure if we put it up on our Facebook page, and our Facebook page will be banned, or
yeah, they'll ban us from Facebook.
Probably.
I have sent it to just about everyone that I know in either a text message or a private message or through email.
I know where I can put it. I can put it on our MeWe page and our Spreely page because it's already all over both of those mediums.
Right.
In fact, that's where, I think it came from. But I can post it up on, I will do that this evening when I post our videos. I'll post that link up on our Spreely and MeWe page.
Now, for some of you people who might be wondering about the aliens, I have been reading pages of that. And there's tons of pages on the aliens. Now, what I've found so far doesn't directly say anything, but there are aliens, and they refer to the subject a lot of times in the paperwork. And at one point, they say Ord has taken a fancy to Dr. So-and-so. And I'm like, who the hell is Ord? And they also make another reference to the subject doing something else. So that's about as far as I've gotten, but there are so many pages, and some of the pages are hard to read, but apparently there are aliens, everybody.
We're not talking about the ones coming across the southern border either.
Real ones.
Yeah. These guys are from another neighborhood. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not going to stay on that too much because I know that blows people's minds. But
I just tried clicking on Epstein's Black Book, unredacted, and it's comes up as a page saying forbidden. You're not allowed to have access to this server. So I don't know.
let me see here.
I don't know. Did you try to scroll down?
Yeah.
Let me check it here real quick.
Bill,
I knew it would be long before they got to it, but let me check it.
Yeah, all this has been out all week. I don't have it here. I've got it on my phone, but I'm using my phone at the moment. But those aren't the only things on there. The Burisma information is on there. There is an FBI interview with Hillary Clinton that's on there. There is Joe Biden's and Ukraine information on there if you want to look at that. I did click on it wasn't FISA, even though the FISA information is out there too.
Yep.
But it click on something else, which it pulled up charts and numbers, and I'm not an accountant. So if you're into knowing where money is going and everything, there's some information out there about where these millions of dollars were going, and it charts it all. And of course, I'm just not into that, so I didn't look at all these charts and graphs as to where the money was going. But some people are like that. They'll want to know where the money's going. So all of that information was out there, or is out there.
Well, he's right. On the Epstein's Black Book, it's now showing forbidden files.
Mm.
You have been denied access to the, and we both were reading it the other night, so I know it was up there. Somebody's gotten to it.
Yep, somebody's done got to it then. But I did see for a fact Michael Jackson's name, Dustin Hoffman, and Mick Jagger. For a fact. And somebody told me Michael Jackson's still alive. He's just on one of Epstein's islands.
Or on Mars.
Yeah, or on Mars. I mean, one or the other.
I heard a lot of these people disappear. They just end up on Mars.
Oh, that's something else. Did we discuss that Epstein doesn't just have one island, he has 10?
He has apparently 10 islands out there, and there's a chain of islands that apparently somebody else might own one of those islands. Who owns one of those islands in that chain there?
Bill Gates?
No?
George Soros? I don't know. I'm just guessing.
He's running for president.
He ran for president.
He ran for president.
Oh. He wants to be 46.
Apparently, he has an island out there.
Which,
in the Epstein chain.
which would explain why he sniffs kids in interviews and things like that.
He can do it on his island and not have to worry about it.
Yeah.
He just took a page out of what's his name's playbook.
Oh, this is really it's really eye-opening. If you all can get your hands on this file link, I suggest you look at it. I don't necessarily suggest you look at the Hunter Biden photos unless that's what you want to look at. But Hunter's nasty. He's a pedophile and he needs to be in prison. But if you want to look at it, have at it. I'm done with that one. I guess, no. I'm trying to think, is there anything else we need to touch on that?
Well, let's see, on those files, that's about it. Yeah, I mean, they can see it for themselves. There's so much stuff in there. You'll see that the whole Russian hoax was a hoax. There's nothing to it. It was all made up.
Yep.
It was all funded by the Democrats. It was a hoax.
Yeah.
This is the proof we needed to see.
Yep.
And the other thing I forgot, the unclassified, I guess it would be investigation of JFK files from 1976 are on there.
Yeah.
Yep.
When Congress did that second investigation in 1976, all the declassified files are in there now. Well, all the files. They declassified all the files and they're in there.
Yeah. I'll start reading on that after we get done here. It's supposed to be 78 pages, so I'm kind of interested about JFK. So, but yeah, lot about that came out this past week. The stuff we told you about came out today about Candace Owens, Biden, and these people are just making the rules up as they go. So I guess the other thing is where do we go from here? What's happening next?
That is the $1 million question.
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of you have seen the videos, seen the posts, following this stuff that's supposedly can or cannot happen. We don't know. If you listen to this side, president is going to be the president for 4 more years, and we want to find out something Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. You listen to this side, it's all over. We don't know what's going to happen. Elgin and I have sat and watched some of these videos together. I think we sent you a couple of them, Justin.
Simon Parks is pretty good.
I mean, we're not telling you what's going to happen. We're not telling you what's not going to happen. We are telling you it's always good to be prepared.
Yeah.
Isn't that right?
That's important.
If you watch and listen and believe in what's being put out here, you need to be prepared to survive for 10 days or more or less. It's just always good to be ready.
Right.
Have some extra water on hand, extra canned food. It don't matter. It could snow, 10 feet or we have insurrection. But it's always good to be prepared.
Have some
I'm not playing.
Yeah. Have some cash on hand. Extra canned goods. Fill your tanks up with gas. If you have extra gas cans, might want to fill them. Like I said, like Bill was saying, each side is saying something different. The left side seems to be so radical in the fact that they're going to put people in camps in New York and run in and take everybody's guns and, come out with these crazy bills, taxes on ammunition, taxes on weapons. Then you have to get a federal license to even have a gun. I mean, that's what you were saying this morning, Bill.
Yeah.
I mean, being prepared either way at this point is going to be good for you, because
It don't matter what happens, you need to be ready. All right. And don't fool yourself. Do not fool yourself. If this all goes down Wednesday and Joe Biden is sworn in as the president, you're going to be a target.
Yeah.
And I can tell you, because I'm sure there's not a whole lot of Democrats watch our show. I can pretty well tell you. They might make it through the first minute or two, but I doubt if they make it through the whole show. So you, our listeners, are targets.
Right.
Just because you're a conservative.
Well, not only AOC said this past week that we need to re-educate the South and get rid of the conservative way of thinking. How's she gonna do that?
Went as far as to say the children need to be removed from their parents because it's an abuse to grow up in a conservative household. So tell me,
what right does she have anybody to tell anyone else how to raise their children?
So tell me they're not targeting. Okay, all they talk about is unity, 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 and then they turn around and say, "Well, we're going to wipe out all the conservatives." Well, that's 80 million of us.
Yep.
And ladies and gentlemen, we're not making this up to start. We're not saying this to get you mad. We're just telling you what has been said. If you haven't seen it, you can look back and see it. AOC said this crap. And then to mention, Bill, you told me that the state of New York, or it was either New York City, approved.
State of New York.
State of New York approved putting people in FEMA camps who don't take the vaccine.
Correct.
Justin, I think the Jews might be exiting New York right now.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, they are playing the same cards Hitler did.
And they call us Nazis.
Yeah, I know. That's what's funny is we want everybody to be able to think for themselves. I want that Democrat across the street to be able to think however he wants, man.
Right.
But, man, I'm not going to let one of them tell me how to think.
Well, I just can't believe that this actually happened and they approved it. Oh, yeah, it's a good idea. Let's put everybody in a camp.
Yeah, you'll go into that camp and be watched, and it's for the good of the whole. If you're not going to take the vaccine, you're a danger, a health threat to the rest of the people in the state. So we're going to put you in this FEMA camp until you take the vaccine.
Like I said, there ought to be a lot of Jewish people right now running the hell out of New York.
Man, any conservative run the hell out of New York.
This blows my ever-loving mind. So,
people.
So this is why we're saying be prepared. Either way, either right or left, be prepared.
If all these stories and everything's true and the president stays in, you know there's going to be riots, there's going to be power outages, there's going to be mass hysteria, there's going to be problems.
Right.
If the president doesn't get in, there's probably going to be riots, mass hysteria, and there's going to be problems. Okay? So just be prepared.
Right.
We're not advocating either way. Don't get us wrong. We're not.
Yeah.
Don't impeach us because we're inciting a riot. We're not telling you to go out and shoot somebody. Or, in fact, what was our message to all the Trump supporters, Elgin?
Yeah.
What message did we want to convey?
Yeah. So we want to just echo what President Trump has put out for weeks. Mm-hmm. And that is he's urging all of us conservatives and just people in general, don't do any violence. This is not how we, we don't know everything that's going on. We do know a lot now. We know a lot, which it has upset a lot of us and made us angry. But still, we don't want to do violence. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of call for these rallies here recently and to come armed. We found out that that's a setup. That is not coming from President Trump or his staff members or anybody that's affiliated with him.
No conservative organization.
No conservative organization. So we have found out that those are a setup because just like with the Capitol, Antifa wants to infiltrate those particular rallies. They want to cause trouble, and they want to do that so that this gives the Democrats more excuse to come in, take your guns, make bills to put taxes on your weapons and your ammo, and restrict your ability to even have one. So that's why we're saying, and I don't know of anybody who's actually gone to anything. There's supposed to be one today, I think, but I haven't heard of anybody going to them. So get the word out to your friends. Don't go to any rallies. Wait, be patient, trust President Trump. I mean, Lynn Wood even trust the president. He is still your president. Trust what he's saying, and let's stick with it. And I'm sticking with it. So, but yeah.
We're at 35.
Okay. But yeah, it was a setup. I think they had a rally set for today and one for the 19th, calling for people to show up at their capitals armed.
No.
Don't do it.
No.
It is a setup.
I mean, that is a last resort.
Yeah.
We should be thinking about.
I mean, like I said, you saw it on January 6th. We know for a fact that it was Antifa who dressed up like Trump supporters. And they did not raid the Capitol. They were let into the Capitol.
Mm-hmm.
That too. So it's a setup. They're trying to get us all worked up, and the mainstream media is helping. And they really want us to do something stupid so they can take all of your guns. So, but Justin, what do you have to say about all of this?
I just want to repeat what you guys were going over is, man, stay at home. We're not trying to tell anybody to do violence. Violence is the last thing any of us wants to do. We don't want to see blood in these streets, especially of Americans. You know, you guys may disagree, or those people out there may disagree with the way I think, but you know what? I'm definitely not going to let anyone tell me how to think, and I damn sure will not tell anyone else, you know, this is what you need to do and this is how you should think like me. No, I want you to have the ability to think for yourself. Just as long as your interests don't interfere with mine.
Exactly.
A little quote from The Godfather, but still, it's relevant. It works.
It works.
Bill?
Just be cautious, be safe, be prepared. Like I said, I got a feeling it doesn't matter how this all plays out. You still need to be prepared. I mean,
Definitely. Get that water, get that food.
We already see they're trying to purge us from social media. They're trying to just kill all conservative talk. So just be cautious. One thing I want to throw out, it was reported today that the FBI, or not the FBI, but the DC police pulled a guy over in his vehicle and found guns and ammunition, everything in his vehicle, which was illegal in DC. And then they say the reason they pulled him over is because he had, pro-gun stickers on his car. Well, Elgin, can you pull a car over based on a bumper sticker?
No. Even if you got a marijuana leaf on the sticker on the back of your car, that does not give me reason to pull you over because of your sticker.
Apparently it does in DC now. But that's what I mean. be cautious, people. Think what you're doing. Don't just fly off the handle and get crazy. We've got to stick together because we're all we got.
Right. Well, you all have said it all. The only thing I'm going to add to that is just, this information, we're not making it up. We have found it. Bill said he was going to try to share the link on Spreely and me. If you all don't have a Spreely or MeWe account, you should try to get one. All those Spreely servers, are those servers working?
Slow, going real slow.
Okay. I mean,
And
Spreely.
they got a advisory when you first sign on. It says, we are sorry for the inconvenience, but we are running slow. But we are working on the problem. It's
That's
just
because
they got swamped.
yeah, they've gotten swamped. Their servers weren't big enough. But MeWe seems to be working pretty good. We'll try to put the link on there. And if you are on Spreely, we'll try to get it up on Spreely.
We will try to also get it on the web page.
Yes. This information is out there. They haven't gotten rid of all of it. What we're telling you is what we have found. It's just some of it you may have to look a little harder than others. But, this is definitely an unprecedented time in this country. I have never heard of anything like this and definitely hadn't seen it till now. So, like Bill was saying, it's best to be prepared either way. Guys, we still want you to be safe. We want you to take care of you and your families, and we want you to be informed. Like I said, you can look all of this stuff up yourself. Some of it comes from mainstream media, like what AOC wanted. State of New York has just done. Other stuff you may have to do a little digging. So with that being said, once again, we're not getting paid for any of this, but use DuckDuckGo as your search engine. Protonmail is a good mail to use now. If you want encrypted, it's not in the United States. So Google can't just do a keystroke, see what you're doing. Hotmail, Bill Gates, they can't do a keystroke, see what you're doing. Check out Protonmail, set up your Protonmail account. We're still on YouTube and Facebook for now. So if we happen to disappear from those platforms, check out our website, bluecollarminutemen.com. We'll make sure information is there so you can find us. We're on Spreely, MeWe, older episodes on Spotify. Twitter's gone, Bill?
Yep, Twitter's gone.
Unfortunately, Parler is down. We know why that is. But we are still here. We're still trying to make sure that you get the information. And share this with your friends. This is probably going to get wild before it gets better. Either way, it's going to get wild before it gets better. But that's all I got. Any of y'all got anything else?
That's it for me.
All right.
Oh, that's it.
Well, here at the Blue Collar Minutemen Show, as always, be safe. God bless you all. God bless America. And we'll see you next time. Take care.
See ya.